Welcome, beautiful soul. So, I have just read a comment and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a bit of a response because I want to help. I want to help people really fully resonate what this journey is about as best as I can. So, welcome. I'm Kathleen from Awakening Meraki. Now, what is this comment? It's a common theme of a comment and nothing that didn't go through my mind. But it's all about I've done the work. I don't want the masculine to come back. I never want that kind of stuff in my life again, and so forth, right? It's something that we see often, and it's something that most of us actually on this journey do go through. It's a process. But here's the thing, beautiful people, is what going on here is you share the same consciousness, okay, which includes the subconscious. The subconscious is what you are alchemizing. So the key here is don't fill it up with any more stuff. Your subconscious, so you consciously create through your subconscious. And so what are you creating? Are you creating more they're just difficult, I don't want them to come in and out anymore? Or are you throwing in there that you're doubting this connection? Are you putting in there that you are wounded, that the masculine's also wounded, that they're in their marriage and I can't leave my relationship, or I've been abused, just anything? Or are you actually refilling it up with, I'm a goddess, I am beautiful, my masculine is whole and lovely? That's what's going on, okay? They play out what's in your subconscious. You are one soul in two separate bodies. The soul is your consciousness and it includes the subconscious patterns, okay? The soul is here to ascend, which means it needs to get rid of the duality. What's the duality? All the fear-based things that are in the subconscious patterns, all the things that belong to this physical world, right? All the things that it's collected through all its different incarnations. The soul is actually at its core essence is pure unconditional love. The duality, the fear part of it, only exists in this 3D realm. Okay, so but when it leaves here on this incarnation, when it actually leaves, it needs to clear all its karmic cycles out, all the fear-based 3D stuff out, because it's going to ascend. It's going back to source. That's my interpretation. Anyway, resonate, up to you. But what I do know is this, because through my whole journey, I've had a very, very potent telepathic connection, and my journey is been quite incredible. And I see the masculine and feminine at a molecular level and have done right from the onset. I've watched it merge. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. But whenever I resonated with something, it was immediately, I got the response in the 5D from my telepathic connection. When I say I've had a potent connection, I mean it's been pretty potent. And of course, as I've ascended, right, the soul's ascended out of all this 3D karmic cycles, all my patterns, all my behaviors, and I've poured into my subconscious pure love for self, which also includes your masculine, by the way, because you are one and the same. You need to transcend the physical. If you want to flip the script on how your masculine is behaving in the 3D, then you need to flip the script on how you are talking about them in the 3D. Because if what you do on this journey, when you start making energetic shifts, you change. Your version, so the version of me today is not the version that I was 4 years ago. I am a divine goddess who has so much deep love for herself, who's gotten to know herself at the level of the soul. I have this beautiful, abundant lifestyle. I was not her 4 years ago. I was a broken, hot mess on the floor before I was even awakened. So, what I would say is you are going to be shifting versions. So if you're shifting versions, then your twin is shifting versions, because they are you in another body. Now, they may not show it to you in the 3D straight away, But whenever you look at them and talk about them like they are lower than you, or you don't want their behavior playing out like they did when you first met them, then you're keeping them trapped in that cycle. Change the narrative. And the narrative needs to turn it onto yourself. I am beautiful. I am a goddess. I am whole and complete. I know I am the creator. I'm even creating the way that my masculine behaves, because you're one and the same, and you are the energetic leader, and you have to flip the script, okay? They are not going to change that version while you don't change that version about them in the subconscious. You do it through the consciousness, okay? So you consciously choose to change the narrative, and you stand by it, irrespective of what you see in 3D. Because as you're shifting that inner narrative, you're shifting it within yourself. You see, when we're saying, I don't want that behavior, I don't want that in and out, and trust me, I totally get it, because no, we don't want that, okay? But we've got to not accept it. But we've also got to remember that they're on this awakening with us. We are connected. We are entangled at a quantum level. You can't just move on from your twin. You can't get over your twin, but you can learn to alchemize, and you can learn to shift frequency. This is about energetic alignment. It's about aligning to that 5D version of you, and your masculine can then align to their 5D version. Okay, there's a higher feminine and a higher masculine. And you will get this if you've really had a strong telepathic connection. I appreciate not everybody gets it quite the same. Every journey is very unique and individual. But that higher version you need to embody and bring down onto planet Earth and become that, and hold the pillar of light, the feminine does, and shift the script about the masculine. I'm not saying that you get into your subconscious and you talk about them like they are separate to you, but what you need to work on yourself first is the feminine polarity, and really come into your own. Your soul will be guiding you, by the way, and then you can start saying, my masculine is beautiful. Whatever is playing out in 3D is irrelevant. Why is that? Because it's an old energy. The feminine polarity is the creator. So what she puts into the consciousness, right, pours through her consciousness as the soul, she then, through her thoughts, through her inspired actions, and her belief, firm belief, right? So whatever you're putting in out there goes into the subconscious. All those beautiful, powerful words that you're saying are going into the subconscious. You're believing in yourself now because you've anchored that in, you've reprogrammed. Guess what? The same happens to them. So if you want your masculine to show up differently, focus on yourself, go inwards, learn that this is not about actually the masculine. It's about you coming into your sovereignty, spiritual maturity, spiritual leadership, being your very own alchemist, creating the most phenomenal life for yourself. Your masculine will have no choice but to follow. But whatever we keep talking about them like they are separate to us, then that reality will keep playing out. That's how powerful you are as the feminine polarity. That's how powerful you are as a twin flame. You share the same consciousness. Okay, I can't get that I can't get that across any more louder than what I am. You share the consciousness. So what are you putting into it? Are you making, like, let's look at 2 smoothies. Are you making a smoothie full of sugar and chocolate and cream and whatever else? Or are you making one with beautiful, healthy, organic foods going into it? You choose. Because there's a cause and effect for both. Okay? This is no different. Put into your consciousness, through your consciousness, so it filters into the subconscious, beautiful, unconditional love thoughts for self. And when you've got those anchored in and you believe in them yourself, and it's an energy I'm talking about here, you will then start saying beautiful things about your masculine, because then they can start acting that out. But they can't act, they'll just keep acting out the same version of them if you keep sticking to that same story. All right, shift that narrative with yourself first, and they will follow suit. That is how powerful of this connection it is. This is how we bring harmony and balance back on this planet, and how we have a beautiful, balanced connection in the 3D, not through thinking that they are separate to us. They're not. They are you in another body. They're just the opposite polarity, and they're here to help you see the parts of yourself that you've denied, fix those, focus on those, and let soul orchestrate the rest for you. If you need some help and support, you know where to find me. As always, sending so much love.